My guest is Matt Ernst. Matt is with the Literacy Council here in Brunswick County. Matt, thanks for being with us.
Great to be here.
You guys have a great story to tell, and I'm glad you're with us today. Let's talk generally about what your Literacy Council does and some of the programs.
We do several things. Mostly, we do all with adults. Mm-hmm. It's always free. It's usually a one-on-one kind of a situation where you're the tutor, I'm the student. You speak English, I speak English. And that's kind of a adult basic literacy.
How do you find the students, or how do they find you?
They come to us either individually on their own, or they come by referral, or because somebody's spouse said, you know, this just isn't working.
Right.
You got to do something.
Yeah.
Or an employer encourages them to increase their skills. It's not like people don't speak English at all, but they might want to speak English better, or read. It's not just speaking.
And this is your chance to say to all our viewing public, if they have a problem with literacy, come see you.
Right, 754-7323.
Great.
Or 754-READ.
Good.
And that's spelled R-E-A-D.
We'll get that and the website and other information on the subscreen for sure.
Okay, great. Yeah.
So,
you know, but it's always adult. It's basic stuff, one-on-one free tutoring.
You have an event coming up this
the
fall.
golf tournament.
Right, let's talk
October
about that.
October 17th, Carolina National. It's a great tournament, $85. We give everything away.
What do you get for $85?
Everything.
A lot.
Yeah, right. Get a great lunch.
Yeah.
You get golf. You get free subscription to Golf Digest. A snack to begin with. A great day. Free entry into a $10,000 hole-in-one prize, which somebody has won, by the way.
Great.
First year we started that.
And even great weather.
Oh, yeah. Outstanding. And Carolina National is just such a great...
That's a terrific course.
Great course.
Yeah, it's a great course. 27 holes of great golf.
Oh, yeah.
We'll mention that again. I want our viewers to know about that.
Right.
Back to a few of the programs. You mentioned prior to our going on the air that you have a program at the local detention facility here in Brunswick County.
Right. We've been doing that for about 3 years, and that gets us really kind of off of the one-on-one thing. We have tutors that go into the detention facility for 1 day a week, 3 hours, and it's basically GED tutoring to get people up to speed so that they can get to the tests, the high school equivalency exams, and I believe there are 4 of them, and you take them in sequence, and so that's a really great program.
But it's a win-win-win because these mostly men, I assume.
Yep, we do just men right now.
Okay, these young men have the opportunity to get a GED, but you also battle the issue of recidivism. Tell us about that.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, not only do they get a GED, but they also get out of the system, which oftentimes is, as you know, is just a in and out and in and out and in and out thing. So if they can get out by learning to read and get a job, and
the defining principle being, as these young men get an education, they leave the criminal world.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's almost that
because
simple.
They can. Yeah, right. And as far as I remember, I may not have been listening all the time, but as far as I remember, the recidivism rate for those who've been through the program is 0.
Astounding.
No
Really.
repeats.
That's wonderful.
No repeat offenders, and that's incredible.
That tells the story. It really does.
Right. And I've often said that the Literacy Council is not just in the business of helping people to read. It's really in the business of transforming people's lives.
Right.
And that's really what we're involved in.
Well said.
Yeah.
Let's talk about ESL.
ESL.
English as a second language.
Right. So now we're adults. You're the tutor. You speak English. I don't. Or I maybe speak some English, but I don't really read it very well. And so you as the tutor, you don't have to learn my language. I have to learn your language. That's why I'm here.
Right.
Okay. So it's English for speakers of other languages. So I speak Farsi, or I speak Hindi, or whatever it is.
It's not all Spanish, is it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Right. We have a lot of people here in Brunswick County who are not Spanish-speaking people. So it's basically the same thing, one-on-one tutoring, free of charge for adults, for speakers of other languages. And it's, you know, it's what you think it is.
You know, time doesn't permit, but I'll bet you could tell me awesome stories of individuals whose lives have been so dramatically changed
It's incredible.
by learning to read.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And not only they, but their other members of their family. I mean, people come in and they say, you know, why do you want to be able to read better? Because I want to read stories to my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I mean, you think about that. I want to be
It's a
able to
great
read
reason.
stories to my kids.
Yeah.
Who, you know, can read circles around me as their parent, but I want to be able to just read stories to my kids. I mean, that just kills me when I hear that.
Matt, I know you always need volunteers.
Oh, man.
And not just those who are one-on-one tutors, but volunteers from all walks of life.
Oh, yes, right. I mean, we have a web guy who, I can't give you his name, but Len does a great job with all of our web stuff, and people behind the scenes doing data entry.
Sure.
And, you know,
They're all invaluable services.
right. I mean, it's just like, you know, everybody, you have people up front and then you have all your support staff.
Sure.
And it's the support staff that keeps the thing going, you know.
Right.
So Dot Her is a wonderful executive director, but we have great need for volunteers at all levels. Right.
And we'll have the contact information on the screen.
Yeah, okay, great.
Great.
Terrific.
One other program that I'm very fond of is your adult spelling bee.
Oh yeah, every spring now in May, that's really a lot of fun. It's an adult spelling bee.
Right.
Teams of 2 people. For this, there is a charge. It's a fundraiser, and we have an auction connected with that also.
We talked offline before the show about a couple of unique spelling words, huh?
That's right. I've been in charge of it for 6 or 7 years, and I had to learn how to spell Krzyzewski.
Wow.
Which,
You want to do that on the air?
no.
Okay.
K-R-Z-Y.
Okay.
The E-W-S-K-I.
Fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
Let's give our folks here at ATMC a big boost. They're the ones that help us make that happen.
They're just
on
incredible.
TV.
The gift that they give to the Literacy Council for the spelling bee and taping it and then running it ad nauseum the entire year. I mean, it is just great. And the production value that they bring to the taping is just incredible.
Absolutely. I've watched it over and over. It's a lot of fun. And it reaches literally thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah. I think we started with Jennifer and then with Kat, and
Right.
And you know, it just keeps on going and gets better. And great. And Nathan behind the scenes there.
Well, kudos to them.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But we're real fans of ATMC.
So are we. Let's wrap this up with the details again about the golf tournament. We want our viewers to know about the golf tournament, time, place, event, all of that.
Registration is online as well as handwritten, but October 17th starts at 8 o'clock with the gathering of the clan, and then 9 o'clock for getting out there and beating the ball. And it's Carolina National in Bolivia, and $85. And you get everything with that.
You sure get a lot for $85.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We give half the stuff away. I mean, it's amazing. But and the people at Carolina National are great.
They're terrific.
They've been wonderful to work with. They've been really good to the agency. So we're very pleased with that. And it's just come out and come. I know you've been a part of some of our work too, and
I have.
Really appreciate that. Yeah, so.
Matt Ernst, thanks for being with us. It's a great interview, and what you and others do at the Literacy Council is terrific.
Well, we love the work.
Thanks again.
Thanks.